Just give me a second. I got moving my coffee around. Squeaky chair activated. There we go. Moved all the moving things. Hope you're doing good, bud. There we go. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing good. There we go. There we go. Let's get out of the spooky music, because spooky month, it's already spooky over. Soup! Hi Mauri! How you spent your birthday? Did you have fun? I'm doing all my clickies, hang on. Nice. I'm glad you had fun. Sounds like it was a lot of fun. There, I just did all my clicky stuff. All the clicky click things that I had to clack around. Oh, no, whoa. My dad and his hecking horse sneeze. Salud! Everybody say bless you, Dad. Man. Today's gonna be a chill one. I just need to work on some stuff, on some commissions. I only have 2 left. One of Merle's commissions and one of Anthony's commissions. And that's the first time I actually heard your sneeze. Yeah! He does sneeze very loud. Very much a dad sneeze. Don't call my dad hard. It's gonna get to his head. His head is big enough. Trust me. Anyway. Hang on. I finished my click-clacking, but I'm still moving things around. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I think it's because this time it was not just a bit louder, but like he happened to sneeze at the right, like, again, my house has like a big hallway, and I think he was like very close to the hallway, so it just like reverberated like towards here. And then going, how is I'm telling you, listen, you don't know what you're doing. His head is big enough. You have to lie! But yeah, I got my good looks from my dad. He's also green. Let's see. Got it. Let me get use of my yeah, got use of my hand. Perfect. Things are looking up. Man. But yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed your weekend. I hope everyone enjoyed Halloween. The Halloween stream was very, very fun. Even though we just played Mario 64, nothing was weird. At all. Listen. It was fun. There we go. My hand was like floating away, it was bothering me a little bit. But yeah, it's just gonna be a chill, like, commission stream. I'm gonna see if I can get the bulk of Merly's commission today, so I can ink it during the weekend or next Monday, and I can get finishing your commission, Anthony. Hopefully I'll have time during the week and I don't have to wait until Monday, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Dogo. Dogo is taking a lot of my time. Today I washed him. I washed dog today. And like, it was really hard. He's 25 kilograms that I had to like hold up with one hand. Yeah, your commish. Sorry, sorry it's taking so long. Again, you know everything that's happening. You know me. You know it usually doesn't take this long. You know it. You know it better than anyone. It doesn't usually take this long. Even if it takes long, it never takes this long. I'm fighting for my life here. It all started when my pewter died. It really did. That really messed up my whole schedule, and then everything went to heck. Now I'm crawling my way out of heck to the best of my abilities. Let me welcome you guys proper while you're here. Yo. Let me get my script. I still gotta read this. I've said it like a bazillion times by now, but I still gotta read it. I don't fully read it. I just like, I kind of skim through it, but I still gotta. I feel like if I try to say it from memory, I'm gonna fuck it up like real bad. Like, I already fuck it up real bad reading it. Can you, like, from my head it's gonna be like, place, stream start, place start, stream, sheep. I meant ship, me here. That's it from memory. I didn't even say ship correctly, I said sheep. Like, the guy. Like, the guy. Anyway. Welcome! Thank you for tuning in to my Spaceways, my UFO, my unrestricted fun online. Welcome everyone, everybody. Earthling Turgos and the like. Welcome to my spaceship. It's me. Your second or third favorite alien Pera. Like the fruit, and like the fruit, I got a low glycemic index. But unlike the fruit, that's not normal for me. Call a hospital. I hope everyone's having a good evening, evening, wherever you are tonight. And if you are in a hope this alien encounter of the fourth kind, will cheer you up a bit. It's Commission Monday again. We're back to the the streams. We gotta work. I got space bills to pay. I got drawings to do. We can't just keep playing Mario forever. I'll get back to Mario on Friday though, because I do want to finish that game. Well, not finish. I want to get like the 70 stars or whatever the hell amount I need. You know it is. I love being in space. That's where we are. Wait, like, no, that's my tablet. Hang on. Yeah, I don't have any of my. Hey, hang on. I can do this. I can totally do this. I just hang on, hang on, hang on. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be something. Gotta be what? Bad, but it's gotta be. Okay, space. We're so in space that there's two of me. Ta-da! Let's get back to the actual work. If you don't get all the stars, then can you said you really finished Mario? I sure can, and I will. Don't test me. I absolutely will. I gotta send you like clips of last stream. It was very fun. I gave candy. You missed your candy, Modi. I'm sorry. Let's see. Wrong rotation. Wrong rotation, if you will. You finish Mario the moment you finish off Bowser. I already did that. I mean, it was a fake Bowser, but you didn't specify, so. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of this prison. And to my other prison. To my social prison. Where am I? There I am. Not anymore, I meant. And here I go. There you go. Right where I belong. My little spot. There. Just gonna be there real quick. Trying to fit in this stupid table. I can't find a stupid ergonomic arm that would work for this goddamn tablet. It's been a whole thing. So I'm still looking, but I might instead of buying like an ergonomic arm, I might just buy a different table. I didn't want to do that because it's less efficient and probably around the same amount of money for something that won't work as good, but it is what it is. Mario 2 is eternal because there's no Bowser to finish. You're right, because that's Doki Doki Panic. It's not Mario actually. There's a frog there, right? This is some warm-ups. Kinda wanna draw Mario actually. As I've been thinking a lot about it. Unrelated to absolutely anything, but I've been thinking a lot about B3313. There's something very special about that hack in particular because, and of course that's not the main intention of the hack at all. And before I start talking about B3313 for no particular reason at all, I do want to say I don't care about the drama that there is or like about the thing like when projects get big and people like split up in like little camps and junk, like I feel like yeah, there's probably something going on there, but I honestly do not care. I wish they would just work on whatever they want to work and just leave each other alone. But I can't comment on that because I don't know the details, and I'll be honest, I don't care. I really do not give a shit. That said, that hack was wild. Oh, you've seen it? You've seen the hack? I'm glad. There's drama. I love drama. No, but it's not fun drama. It's like, it's kind of lame drama. it's very much artist drama, I feel like. It's very much yeah, there's some drama because there's a lot of people that were working on it and then it got on hiatus or whatever, and then they did their own and something happened and the fan base of B3313 decided to be nasty about it, and it's a whole thing, right? That said, I don't care that much about it, so I'm just gonna talk about the hack itself. But I think the thing I enjoy a lot about B3313, it's, and again, it's not, I'm that it's a very personal experience I have with it. The fact that it feels just like it feels just like it felt for me as a kid to play, specifically my experience with Mario 64. Specifically, it feels so like it encompasses the same feelings for me, you know? It's hard to explain. Sorry, it's not hard to explain. It's hard to project that for me, but the fact that it's that very specific feeling I had when I played it for the first couple times when I was a kid, my experiences with it, it's very similar for me. I think mostly just because um it's the specific combination of it's a very specific combination of my experience with Mario. Wait, hang on, because this is gonna be eating a lot of my CPU for some reason. For some reason, my playback decided that it needed to refresh the stream window that I have like to check up on the thing. It decided to do it in the highest quality for no fucking reason. I fixed it, don't worry. But like that was gonna eat my CPU. That's it. That's it. The very specific like combination of experiences that I have with Mario 64 of not understanding it fully. First of all, because I didn't know English. So a lot of things were a mystery to me and happened for no fucking reason. Um, like I didn't, for example, I didn't understand once why sometimes when you gave the penguin to the penguin mother, she sometimes would give you a star and sometimes she wouldn't, right? Who's talking to me? God. Anyway, sometimes she would give you a star and sometimes she wouldn't, right? And it was because one of the little penguins wasn't the actual son. That's kind of like the point, right? You take the one that she has closest and she's like, "Oh, this isn't my fucking kid. What the fuck?" um so there's that. No, actually, this needs to be higher. So there's that, but of course, when you don't know the main language of it, right? When you don't know English, I had no way to discern that dialogue. I had absolutely no way to discern that dialogue. So what I saw whenever I saw my sister play, and whenever I tried it myself a couple times, is that sometimes you gave her a penguin and she didn't give you a star, and sometimes you gave her a penguin and she did. And that kind of inconsistency just kind of stuck with me. The fact that there were no set rules, and I feel like B3313 does reflect that feeling that I had too, right? So that's one. That's one of the things. But I think the other thing also, it's like the fact that for a very long time we didn't own the game. I own it now because we did buy it eventually, like forever ago. We didn't buy it. My sister, I think, exchanged it for a different one. But for the longest time, we didn't own the game, so we would just rent it every now and then. Like sometimes, some weekends, uh, we would rent Mario 64 on like Blockbuster or whatever, right? And what the fuck does Mario's cap look like? Wait, I need to check out the 64 model. Anyway, my point. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. That doesn't matter because I didn't draw that much, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss much. See, you didn't miss much of anything. It's fine. That said, what was I saying? I was saying words. Words were coming out of my mouth. All right, we usually would rent it, right, on Blockbuster. And even though you were kind of encouraged to, I guess, like, reset your save file, not everyone did. Yeah, yeah, don't worry, I fixed it. Don't worry, Modi, I fixed it. Thank you for letting me know. But don't worry, I fixed it. I noticed. It didn't matter because I didn't, like... I didn't get that much done anyway, so it's fine. So it's fine. No worries. Like, it didn't miss much of anything. I noticed just before you noticed. Ah, heck yeah. Anyway. But yeah. So every now and then some things would be open. Like, some doors would be open because you had a certain amount of stars or whatever, and other times they weren't open. So sometimes doors would take you places and sometimes they wouldn't, and sometimes like you had access to a specific place and sometimes you didn't. Like, for example, the whole moat thing, the fact that you can like drain the moat, all of that, it's like so specific to my experience. Like, I feel like I said while I was like streaming Mario 64, I did mention that I personally never drained the moat. Sometimes it was drained and sometimes it wasn't, and I don't think I've ever seen my sister drain it. She probably did at some point, I feel, because we did have like a like not walkthroughs, but like, you know, magazines and stuff. God, I'm old, but like, yeah. And let me take a little sip of my... delicious. But yeah, there would be there would be like a moat or something, right? And they would be empty, and I would have no fucking clue how that happened. It just was there at at a certain point. And I don't know, that was interesting to me. That was interesting to me how somehow that kind of like weird changes felt replicated in this hack, even though I know it has nothing to do with that sort of like specific like global south experience that I had. Like, I know it's not specifically that, but it's the closest thing I could like ever get to it, you know? And I don't know, it's fun. That alone, it's very fun. I may play some Shadow with you in the back because I saved that tank after transfer. Ah, no worries, no worries. This one's for chilling. There's not much to see anyway because I'm just gonna be drawing. Again, it is a chill stream. Drawing streams are chill streams. For chilling. For chilling, for drawing. For drinking coffee. They should stop. I'm guessing stop. They should stop translating games so that they have no aura. No, Odie, no! Are you gonna type it correctly now? Let me look at some images. Mario 64 model there, so I can check what the fuck this Italian mother freaker looks like. There we go. They should stop translating games so that they have more aura. You know what? I kind of agree. Another more has been retracted. No, he retracted himself. But yeah, even though understand the main focus, I guess, of like the B3313. I wanted more and wrote no like a fool. I mean, both work because they do have more aura, just a different aura, I feel, when you don't understand what the fuck is happening in a game. I personally enjoy much better when games are silent. When games are fully silent. I think one of my favorite things of like Kirby Crystal Shard, Kirby 64, right? I think one of my favorite things of that is just it's just the fact that it kind of it kind of functions like a mute movie, right? Like a silent movie. That's what it is. Here's the thing: in Spanish, we call them películas mudas, which literally translates to mute movie. But yeah, I remember now. You freaks call it silent movies. Wahoo! A bit of topic, but I forgot that Shadow doesn't let you skip cutscenes when it's your first time seeing them. You just have a stroke. It feels like you're being chased in the forest and you're trying to finish your message. Like you're, I need to send this. There might be a murderer, but I kept hitting enter, my hand's slippery. That's okay. That's okay, I got it. Been there. I'm a boy with very sweaty hands. I think it's just because I have very bad like circulation. There's something about circulation and like sweaty hands and feet. I think it's just because like your body has trouble regulating temperature because of your bad circulation. If it's not that, I don't know what it could be. My circulation is not so bad that I need to like do anything about it. Like I haven't been told anything by doctors or anything, so I don't know. But that does afflict how I like interact with objects for sure. So I get it. I think one of the worst things about it is like sometimes when I'm playing a game, specifically if it's a hard game and I've been trying for hours and my hand starts to get sweaty, both from like that and also from nerves, from stress, I end up fucking up even more at the game because my hands are sweaty. I keep like missing commands because my slippery little frog fingers, slippery fingers. But like, and that sucks. So I think that's like the most annoying part of it. It also happens to me. It also happens. Anyone who has played video games with me knows this. Like if my hands are sweaty and junk, like whenever I'm sharing like a controller or whatever, it's like my turn. Hands city, mom spaghetti. Hands city, mom spaghetti. Yes, that song was inspired about me. And my swear. That song was about me. What was I? What was I saying? Oh yeah. Whenever I'm sharing a controller and it's like someone else's turn, I give them to them. It's like, ew, and I'm like, I'm sorry! Because I don't notice until I like take my hands out of it. Again, anyone who has played games with me fucking knows. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my sweaty hands. Real, right? Yeah, Maori knows it better than anyone. He's played so many video games with me. I'm so sorry, Maori. I'm so sorry, trust me, Maori. If I could stop it, I would. I think what makes it worse is that it's not every time. So it's always kind of a surprise. It's, oh, is the controller gonna be all sweaty or not? God. I think especially if it's hot, because again, I guess I'm just bad at regulating temperature. I say it as if it's a skill. I'm talking like, oh yeah, right, it's a skill. You're either good or bad at it, like on purpose. Regulating temperature skill. But like, I think it's just because my temperature is bad at being regulated. So whenever it's like summer or whatever, it's really hot. It takes like a second, like, for my body to be like, oh, we need a cooling agent. And by the time it does it, I'm like, all sweat. 90% sweat. Hi, Faku, hello. Okay, so I can play Shadow one-handed. Not with that attitude. Hello, Faku. Thank you for stopping by. I was talking about like B3313, the Mario hack, for no particular reason. It's not like I played on Halloween or anything. I played normal Mario on Halloween. No one can prove. No one can prove otherwise. What? That's not what I was trying to. That's not the way I was trying to say it. But you know what? It's Monday. I'm tired. I spent the whole morning cleaning a dog, a 25-kilogram dog I was holding with one hand. So like, I'm allowed to be dumb today. I feel. What heck is that one? It's B3313. The eternal plexus. It's hard to explain, but I was talking about the fact that it feels how it felt for me. Wait, did I do it wrong? I did wrong. I did. Oops. My bad, Mario. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought your overalls were like blue. Sorry, I don't know why I thought your overalls were red. I almost said gray. I'm dying. My brain is dying, I think. There. Who's she? They, bud. There's no she here. Presumably you might be the only woman here. Let's see. Also, welcome to the stream. Please follow the rules. Let's see. Now, here's the thing, what I was talking about, like, B3313. Someone called it... I used to be really bad at remembering Mario, that's she. You're right, that's her, Mario. The thing in the middle kind of reminds me of the Lightning McQueen's How Trucks friend from a hit movie Cars. I guess... The Kachow? I mean, here's the thing, in the Plexus, there's like, the Plexus is like all the lobbies and stuff or whatever. There's like this weird clock that was in the beta, in the beta, that was in beta. I keep saying beta, but because I'm thinking of beta, right? Would you date Mario if he was real? No. I'm the only Italian in any relationship. No. Bowser is another story. Bowser is different. I like Bowser. I'm a Bowser slut. No regrets. Mario's not for me. Mario's not for me. Luigi, it's a hard one. It's hard to say no to Luigi, you know? I feel like even straight people like Luigi. There's a specific kind of quirky white man that will very often choose Luigi in any multiplayer Mario game, and I think that's kind of funny. Like that, the archetype, I think it's a little funny. Nothing wrong with it. I feel like any non-binary person like me probably chose Yoshi every time. Weird eyes. There he is. Mario. Luigi's cooler because he's green. Green is a cooler color than red. I mean, it is in terms of temperature. In terms of temperature, you're absolutely right. Also, yes, green is one of my favorite colors. If you couldn't tell, for no reason in particular. But yeah, what I was talking before about B3313 is just the fact that it feels how it feels to play Mario 64. How it felt for me. It just feels like that. I got Mario in the mind. I'll leave this for later. I think this would be a very nice, funny painting to do. So I'll have this like as a little draft, and I'll get started on my commissions. Wait, isn't that like that isn't Lightning McQueen? No, it's not. it's more of a like a visual reminder for me for like the weird plexus clock that it has. There's a clock. I don't know. It's the same one that was in the it's the same one that they use in the beta. Keep saying beta. Stop it. Stop it, you stupid accent. let me show it. Hang on. It's the early castle grounds is what it was called. Yeah. Okay, so there's like this weird clock there. Let me show the picture real quick. I need to wait because the picture I found is like really bad quality. You can barely see the clock. Hang on. And I'm trying to go for like an actual leak picture and not like a remake clock. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Where is she? There's not a good picture of the front of the castle. Hello. That's gonna have to be good enough. That's gonna have to be good enough. But like, yeah, this like right here, like you can see the bottom part. I can't find a full picture of it, but like, yeah, like I'm not gonna spend. I don't want to spend the whole stream on that. No, not your fucking girlfriend. It is a little mean. It is a little mean. Thank you for your continued patronage, but it is a little bit. you could have watched me together. I think both our brains had been clarified. Modi, I think both our brains have been clarified. Clarified. I keep seeing cat matter. Clarified. That's fair. No, that's fair. Again, the only reason I have that is because of that. I think we all know the correct choice here. Do we? Sorry, I was finishing my goddamn coffee. I would never hang up with my girlfriend just to watch my own stream. Says the man with no girlfriend. I have a husband. Let's see. I think what's extra cool with B3313 is the fact that you can play as Luigi. If you're playing during the day, you can play as Luigi, which is very interesting. There we go. Now, back to working on the commission. I'm just gonna leave this as a little draft for me later. I kinda wanna do this like painting. I haven't made a painting, like a digital painting in a hot second. This feels like a doable project to make the Plexus beta lobby. Got it. Got there eventually. My stream to make it up to her. You know what? That's fair. I sent you the Mater review. Let me see it, Modi. What? Oh, the door! You know what? I see it. Yep, my bad. That's amazing. Wait, let me show people. No, wait. Okay, so Mauri sent me a picture. Basically, what he sees, and wait, let me get a color that will pop a little. It's a blue wall. Pink is fine. Like, yeah, here, you know that. Okay, so this is Mater's eyes. Like, basically, this is his smile, like a little car. Like, he does look like it. I don't know how I did it. There we go. Oh my god, this is beautiful. There we go, now back to commission. Don't stop distracting me. There you go. We're just gonna work on like this bad boy right here. I keep saying like, oh, I hope we're gonna work on this bad boy like on like my time outside of like like a live stream, right? But I never have the time. I lately never have the freaking time. Anyway. What is this? I was talking about v3313. But yeah, it just feels so much. It's a mixture of feelings that I have for v3313, right? It's the it's the whole like feeling of, oh, this feels like it could be a a Mario 64 beta. It feels like it could be like a different version like of Mario 64 from a different universe even. Like it feels like all of that, right? And I do think that's neat. But on top of that, and on top of like the whole unhinged AI story that it has, that I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of like the whole AI explanation of it all. I do. I have feelings about it. I feel like it's a much better experience like in limited doses instead of like knowing everything about the story in quotation marks and everything else, right? Like all of that. That said, what really gets to me again, it's the fact that it is so similar in my heart to my experience, my childhood experience of Mario 64. That in particular always gets to me. It feels so close to how it felt to play that game. I'm not saying it's an accurate memory that I have of the game, right? But it is definitely like close in feeling. It feels so similar to spooky, to the way that spookily worked. I made a wee woo. Oh no, the police. They're coming for me. They'll never find me. They don't know where I am. I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens. I don't think it was a police siren though. I might as well be. I feel like fire truck sirens are a lot louder. Let's draw a little bit of a face pose so I can get some. I can get something going on here. I choked on my own spit. Jesus. I need some water. Got it. Ah, there's a moth! Got the moth. Fool. It's moth. It's moth season. It's definitely moth season. Mothman? No, just moth. Just little moth. Not even one of the big boys. Or one of the chunky boys. It was just one of the little ones, the ones that are like, that big, you know? I have a gripe with bugs that don't fly good. They upset me. They fully upset my sensibilities. Yeah, more like that. So the neck, the like collar pop would be way more like that. More to the back like that. Yeah. Ah! Hang on. Hang on a second. My paint has been a huge baby. I thought I got this fixed, but I truly do think it's just a matter of like how my paint works. The fact that it's like, you know, not properly debugged modernly, I guess, because like again, it's an old program that never got fully updated. Sadly. But it's my favorite program to sketch on, so I always like I'm willing to deal with the nonsense. I'm fully willing to deal with that nonsense. I thought it wouldn't happen though, because I did add like I did make sure it started using more of the GPU than the CPU when like working on it. But apparently that's not the problem. So I do think it's either the driver of my tablet or just the program itself has a couple of hiccups still. Have you tried Affinity? I haven't yet. I haven't had the time. But thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna make a note actually. I'm gonna make a note in my notepad. In my notepad, like I just grabbed a pen. Affinity. Try program. Got it. It's free now. Heck yeah. I'll try it. I'll try it when I have time. I just made a note in my notes. In my physical notes. That's how serious about it I am. as if the only notes I take are not like physical notes. This is old man advice. This is old man's advice for ADHD, for anyone who has ADHD and is not an old man. Advice from an old man with ADHD. Make all your notes physical, trust me. Yeah, you might lose them, but here's the thing, have them physical, have been able to touch them and to see them like in the wild. It's always gonna be better than have them on your phone where you will ignore them. Listen to me, you will ignore them. When you think like, no, I'm not gonna ignore it, I'm gonna put an alarm and I'm gonna check it out, that's the devil speaking! Don't listen! You're not gonna look at him. You know it. Facts, right? You will ignore it. And I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to ignore it. But it's not up to you anymore. The only other thing that I think would work, and I was looking into getting a refurbished Palm, but I can't find one, sadly, where I am. Like, I really can't just find a Palm device, like, you know, a personal, like, Palm device. Which is a shame. My dad used to have one, but I think it's broken. So, even if I could find it, I don't think I could, like, get it to work. But yeah, I think that's the only other thing that might, like, be close to having physical notes while being, you know, digital, digital note taking. I feel. Mostly just because it's a dedicated device, so, like, it shouldn't have as many distractions as, like, your phone. The problem with note taking on your phone when you have, like, ADHD is just, like, the fact that there's so much stuff on your phone. And whether you want to or not, you're gonna get distracted. Because, like, even if you're paying, like, attention to what you're trying to do on your phone or whatever, if you're looking at your notes and junk, all of the garbage, right? All of that junk, right? Even if you're trying really hard to, like, not get super stupid distracted, let me tell you right now, you're going to. You're going to, because someone's gonna send you a message, or you're gonna want to look something on the, like, on your browser, or something, and that's the next half hour gone. I've been there. Being able to find, like, tools and, like, self-accommodations that actually do work, it's hard as hell. It's really hard. It requires so much trial and error. And I've been thinking a lot about this, because a lot of people are like, oh, whenever I heard about this advice, I thought it worked like this, but it actually works like this, and that's how it worked for me, like, good. And I'm like, no, that's, like, this is what they actually meant, they end up saying. And I'm like, no, that's not at all what they meant. The problem is that that type of advice, it's supposed to be, like, you're supposed to accommodate it to you, to what works for you. Like, if to you, simplifying a task until it's, like, impossible to fail it is simplifying, like, the smallest steps possible, or it's, like, simplifying and, like, okay, I'm gonna do 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this, like, if whatever works for you is the thing, but there's no right way to do it. And I think that's something that a lot of people do need to hear whenever they see those kinds of, like, tools and, like, self-accommodation, like, resources and stuff. You're not supposed to, like, if following it step by step, like, how the person that gives you their advice works for you, great. But if it doesn't, you can, like, morph it into something that actually works for you. But that's where the trial and error comes. It sucks. I no longer fall for also the devil's words, by the way, that it's like, ah, finally I found the one that actually works. No, I no longer fall for that. That's not true. That's untrue. That is untrue. Why? Because it starts working for a little bit, because the new thing, the fact that my brain is making dopamine because there's a new thing going on, overrides the fact that after that, that's not gonna keep working. Which is why I kind of switch up my approaches so often. If I'm using a program or an app to get like my organization going. Yeah, I've been struggling with getting to draw, and those advices haven't helped me much. Yeah, you have to like adjust it to yourself, to what does work for you. The thing about accommodations is like, even if I'm talking about ADHD accommodations, the truth is like accommodations like benefit everyone. So if you find accommodations that work for you that are meant for like ADHD or autism or like whatever, and they work for you even though you might not have any of those, that's fine. It's okay to like to get those like tools too. But yeah, you should like, tools should work for you, not against you. That's what I'm trying to say. Like if a tool or like a resource or like an accommodation, like it's more trouble than it is helping, then it's time to try a different one. Then it's definitely time to try a different one. They're supposed to serve you. I'm gonna have to really simplify this shape. Hang on. Let's go on top of it with like a different... There you go. No, I need a more substantial color. There we go. Do you have a favorite Marvel character? Marvel. That one's hard because I can't really think of one right now because like I'm more of a DC man. That's to say, and not every DC. Listen, I like interpretations of characters that I think are correct. Not everyone is good. Not everyone manages. Not everyone handles Superman properly, and that does upset me. I'm more of a DC boy. If I have to think about it, like I could say I could be like a quirky middle-aged man and say Deadpool, but okay, Wolverine. Wolverine is not a bad one. Wolverine is not a bad one, but I do feel like, again, it depends on how he's handled, right? Like, the essence of his character, I don't know if it's that interesting. Like, it is fun. He's a fun character, but I don't know if the essence of his character is that interesting, since he's mostly like grumpy man. Grumpy, bloody man that it's actually violent, but not actually. And there's so much trauma in X-Men. I love X-Men, but like the comics, and the X-Men comics like really just like love their silly little like love triangles and drives me a little insane. I think that's kind of why I specifically like X-Men Evolution. I think it like keeps the stuff like cohesive to an extent. I think it makes more sense. And I hate and I like that it's still relevant. Blade Shadow, do you think Wolverine's appeals to me? You know what? That is absolutely fair. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad character. I'm just saying I don't see. I like characters that I get to squeeze for all they have. I like characters that are made out of possibilities. That's not to say I don't like simple characters. I like simple characters that I can squeeze for all their possibilities. I feel like I get like Wolverine's gist and I don't need to squeeze him to get more of that. Right? I like him. I like Wolverine. Like, don't get me wrong. One of my favorite boys for sure. Spider-Man, again, it depends. Here's the thing, again, it really depends on like the which interpretation we're talking about of all of them. Every single one of them. Okay, this one's looking like something finally. I think I'm starting to get like the shapes that I'm trying to do with this guy. This freak. Venom is cool. You're right. Venom is cool. There is something about Venom that is very fun for sure. I like when they play around with the shape-shifting format. What else? I guess, not to get weird about it, but if I if I were to write Punisher, it would be better. There's so much there that could be so fun, or like so interesting, or so poignant, and it's not. And it's just like, ew. Francis Castiglioni, what have they done to my boy? There's so much going on there. Like, when I think about it, right? There's a couple things. The fact that we're talking about the child of immigrants, Francis Castiglioni, or like Frank Castle. His name is Francis Castiglioni. That is his name. The fact that he got his name Americanized, probably by his fucking troops and friends and whatever, they were like, oh, your name is too hard, we're gonna call you Frank Castle. Like, the fact that that happened, right? You could do so much with that. With the fact that a man that probably that isn't considered in quotation marks part of that country went and fought on a war and then like got his family killed, and then that same government that denies his humanity and sent him to war also is denying him like the help that he would need from that, like the justice also. Like, you could do so much for that, but no, it's more of a like a revenge story and that's it. Because crime. His superpower is that whoever he kills happened to be evil. Exactly, which is, I think, a little lame. What it could be such a it could be such a Rambo kind of story, right? A lot of people forget that the original Rambo is literally, like, it's the guy, like, having PTSD, and it's a very, very strong, like, critique of all of like, war and junk. Like, a lot of people forget that, and they could have done something with that. Also, like, again, with the fact that, like, Frank Castle is, by all definitions, an immigrant. And also, like, again, I think it should be noted, people don't use his actual fucking name. Never seen Rambo? It's okay. It's okay. I kind of like kind of like how they handled it in the book better. Yeah, it's a book. Um, but I think the first one is pretty good, like for the time especially. But yeah, if I had to choose a fucking Marvel character, that's hard. Shit. Because again, all of the characters that I think about, all that I like the most interpretations of, even though again they have to be the right interpretations, all DC characters. There's very few Marvel characters that I can just look at and say like, ah, I like this, and this interpretation of them because I guess Daredevil is kind of fun. I guess. I guess. I did like the Daredevil show. It wasn't bad. It had things going on, but it wasn't bad. Like, it definitely was not bad. Again, I do have complicated feelings about Marvel. About all of them. I like Hulk, but again, it depends on what Bruce Wayne we're talking about. It's a very hit or miss, all of them. All of them are very hit or miss for me. They're all very hit or miss. Like, I feel like they all have so much potential and it gets squandered in every second of the day. Is Blade a Marvel character? Yeah, Blade is a Marvel character, right? I mean the vampire hunter. I guess I like Blade. Spawn! Spawn is also pretty good. Spawn is a pretty good character. Yes, he's Marvel. Fuck yeah. On Guardians of the Galaxy, again, it depends on the interpretation. Some of them are kind of eh. To be fair, I do think Thanos is much more entertaining and relatable when all he wants to do is just bone death and not to find some kind of like weird equilibrium that doesn't exist to anything. Again, it really depends on how they're written. It really does. Hang on. There we go. I think I'm gonna have to export this to IBIS Paint because my paint is kind of giving up on me on the amount of like layers and junk that I'm putting on this. The size of the image does affect how well it performs. I think I have enough here to like get something going. That said though, before I should. I'm gonna save a copy. I'm gonna save a copy of this because I feel I should have like a stylized version of like this other guy. Count what's his face. Oh, I think that's Image Comics. Oh, Spawn? Maybe. Anyway, what's your favorite DC character? Superman if he's well written, Batman if he's well written, and specifically Batman Beyond, and probably but the Plastic Man from Brave and the Bold. I would say Superman from the animated series is very good. There's something about him that it's very endearing. From the original animated series. I've seen the newer one, I do like him. I do like him too. I think a lot of people are like starting to realize that that's what Superman is supposed to be. I'm trying. I need to save this again. Save draft. Now this one's B. Okay, good, good, good. So I can delete. Save. Yeah, it's saving it as B, so I can delete the top. Oh yeah, Gun Superman is great. Eat it. He is. He is. Yeah, I also like Batman Beyond specifically. Funny enough, I have a funny anecdote. I don't know if it is because like I'm guessing it's the most recognizable silhouette, or like it's easier for her to see, but my cat loves Batman Beyond, like the animated series. We were watching it with Dad last summer, and it was very funny. Every time we put it on, the cat would come over to watch, like directly to watch. It was very interesting. She doesn't find a lot of like shows interesting or stuff. Like she doesn't look at screens a lot unless there's something like very like. But no, she happened to like Batman Batman Beyond. My favorite like is Lex Luthor in that movie, acted by Guy Way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good too. Yeah. I think also Justice League Unlimited is very well written. I think one of my like everyone talks about it, but I think one of my favorite scenes is probably the one with like speaking of Lex Luthor, right? It's one of like Lex Luthor. I think he swapped bodies with like Flash, right? Which is Bart Allen on that one, which is even less known than Barry Allen. He just at least I can see like the Flash's like secret identity, and like he takes off his fucking mask and he's like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this is. Like that is beautiful to me. There's something so funny to me about that. Like who the fuck is this guy? Because if it was Barry Allen also, like if it was Barry Allen, you could maybe know who he is, but the fact that it's specifically Bart Allen, I think it makes it like 1,000 times funnier. Because no one fucking knows Bart Allen. It's very fun. Yeah, it's good. Hmm. I do love that this specific vampire, like Nosferatu has such a like cool mustache, dude. Like yes. They didn't have to give him a cool mustache, but they sure did. But yeah, Justice League animated is good. I do like Justice League Action a lot, and I do like Plastic Man from League Action a lot. I do think Dana Snyder is an excellent Plastic Man. Listen, I love Tom Kenny as much as the next guy. I think Dana Snyder is the better Plastic Man. I think he fits better. I do think he like fits better for sure. I mean, Justin League Unlimited. I mean, it's the same. Shows really my spelling. It's okay. Justin League, like animated action. I don't know, fucking whatever. But yeah, Justice League action is very good. I do like it. I understood what you were talking about. It just came to Justice League action just came to me, because I love Dan Snyder as like Plastic Man specifically. That show has some shortcomings to it. I admit. It has some things to it that are like but all in all, it's such a fun show that I can like I don't give a shit about like the problems that it has. The way it plays with its characters makes me very happy. I love that in that show, like the Joker and like Lex Luthor have an afternoon of fun for no fucking reason. I mean, there is a reason, but it's so dumb. They have an afternoon of fun together that is very fun. I like the scene of Batman, Superman, good cop, bad cop, and like Superman really wants to be the bad cop, so like Batman is like, fine, I'll be the good cop. It's like horrifying, both of it, like, but specifically Batman being like the good cop. Like, it's really funny. That scene is, it's so fun to me. It's such a fun show. I can't, like, I like when things are like written like very witty like that. It makes me happy. That's what I mean when I say I like when people squeeze characters for all they have. I like seeing the characters in like scenarios that I wouldn't think about like putting them in for a specific reason other than that it's fun. Which I think it's why Prince of Tennis is one of my favorite animes. It's not my favorite. Because the way it treats its characters is very much as dolls. And I respect that. I respect the hell out of that. I think this is a good shape for him. Healthy. A healthy shape. But yeah. There is something like they don't have to go that hard in the anime, in like the Prince of Tennis anime, and they still do, and it's really funny because in the manga, for example, there's like a beach episode where they play volleyball, and that is very fun as it is, but in the anime they changed the premise a little bit. You're basically seeing like an alternate dimension that instead of them being a tennis team, they're like a volleyball team. And for some reason, no one understands what Ryoma is the protagonist, who like it's kind of implied that he's only good at like tennis. No one understands why the fuck that guy is like on the team because he's so bad at volleyball, and like at some point, Inui, which is like one of the characters, at some point Inui is like, he tries to think about it, and he realizes like, oh wait, we're supposed to be playing tennis, but every time he tries to say tennis, it gets like censored. It's like peep, and he keeps trying to say it. Everyone's like, what is with all the P's you keep saying? It's insane. It's insane. They did not have to do that. They did not have to do that. The manga doesn't approach it that way, and it's hilarious, and I'm glad they did. I fucking love that show. The original Prince of Tennis is so fun. New Prince of Tennis is not bad. It's not a remake, it's a continuation. Uh, it's not bad, but I do feel like Prince of Tennis was fine. Like, it was done. I feel like extending it, especially the way they did it, because they didn't extend it like in the future. They basically added more days to the year. They were like, oh, yeah, I don't know, this is summer vacation or something, and they are like doing this now. It's like, okay. But yeah, it stinks of Pokemon, you know what I mean? It stinks of Ash being 10 years for 30 years. It starts to feel like that. And when there's no need. If they approach it, even if I don't like it as much because I feel like they aren't as wacky with it as they were with the original anime, even if they approached it as like not necessarily Boruto, because I don't give a shit about their ugly children, but if they approach it at more, you know, like a bit more in the future, like I could deal with that. I could deal with it. It would have been definitely interesting seeing them, like, because they all go to different high schools. That's kind of part of like the conflict they have like in the anime later on. The fact that they know they're going to get separated, and it's like their last like year together, because so much of like the team is in like the third year of high school or whatever. So they know that. So it would have been interesting just seeing them, like, you know, like how they wouldn't get, like, how do you keep the groups together, like if they're all going to different places. I think that would have been interesting. Like, but no. Screw me and all my great ideas, I guess. I babbled enough. I need to export this. But yeah. Again, it's a very specific feeling I have for Prince of Tennis. It's definitely my favorite. It's definitely my favorite anime by far, I think. One of my favorites. But yeah. I think also it was very funny how I got back into Prince of Tennis. I think I was like 17 or something. I don't remember. I was youngster. I was a kitty when that happened. But I do remember that my best friend was like, oh, hey, like, I'm watching X, Y, and Z. Do you know any other, like, sports animes I could watch? And I was like, I can't really think of any, but I do remember watching, Prince of Tennis forever ago dubbed on, like, Animax. Forever ago. Like, I watched a couple episodes, like, you know, intermittently. Like, one or two, like, sporadically every now and then, and I was like, I remember it being fun. I don't remember it very well, but I do remember it being fun. So you could watch that. And she was like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it. And like, I think like a week later or something like that, a month later, like after she finished it watching it, she came to me like a deranged like a deranged crackhead came to me like, okay, you need to watch this. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch it. No, you need to watch it with me. And you know what? She was right. Like, my past self was absolutely right on liking the few things I watch, but watching everything in context is so much fun. It's so much fun. It's not just it's hard to explain because it's not just that it's a funny anime. It's a fun anime. Like, I have fun with the things that they do. And it's really funny seeing all of this fucking, like, socially inept kids trying to exist. It's also very funny. There's also, like, a dating sim of Prince of Tennis, which is also very funny. It's, like, the funniest visual novel dating sim I've ever fucking played. Because, of course, these kids, these fucking creatures that don't even resemble human interactions, having them in something that would resemble, in quotation marks, like a dating, like, simulation, it's hilarious. It's way too funny. It's way too funny. It's way too funny. It's way too funny. I played like all of it also with my best friend. I remember. Kami and I like sunk hours into that thing. It was so funny. It was so funny. It's very interesting. And like all of the routes are so different, and there's like a bazillion routes because there's like a bazillion characters. It's honestly a very good game. Even if you have no context of Prince of Tennis, I feel like it's a good dating sim, regardless. Like I think it works. I think it works and it's fun regardless. Oh, I need to do a little stretch. Hang on. Yeah. 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 Okay, so I'm gonna pull this to IBIS paint because it's gonna crash way less than my paint is crashing right now. So I'm gonna pull that, and I'm gonna take a small BRB because I need to refill my water bottle. My water bottle. My water bottle. But yeah, I do need to refill my water bottle. Oh, I need to put this to the finished one too. I forgot to move that there. There we go. I'll make a new one real quick. Yeah, I can crop this later. I think this is a good size. Let me change the color of this. Here we go. Actually, no, it's fine. There we go. Just gonna put them together. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little BRB so I can refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. Everybody be nice, behave, be good. Be good. There won't be any there won't there won't be any candy if you're bad. I think I lost my candy PNG actually. There won't be any candy anyways. Hey, what is this? What is this? No parties. No parties. Sorry it took a minute. I needed to give my dog all his medicine. I can't believe it. I live for second every time. Every single time. What's with the wizard? What's with the fucking wizard emoji? Now I'm drinking some water. But yeah. Takes a second, not only to give him his medicine, but now that we know he has Neospora, we have to give him antibiotics. And guess what? He does not like his antibiotics. He does not like them, so I have to hide them in like food and stuff. I need to trick him. I don't have anything against wizards, I just don't get what's with the wizard in the party. I just don't understand. I just want to understand. Gotta fit into my spot. Wait. Yeah, I am in my spot. There we go. Racist against wizards? No! Wizards sure know how to party. I guess. Racist against wizards, it's very good. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, just finished a neutral route. Heck yeah. Oh, so you're playing Shadow the Hedgehog. What did I read before? What the hell did I read before? Or did I just forget? I don't know why I thought you were playing like Shadow of the Colossus or something like that, not necessarily Shadow the Hedgehog. I love Shadow. I fucking love I love Shadow and I love that game. It's such a specific game in general, like it's such a specific experience playing that thing. SOTC. What that? I'm guessing Sonic. The rest of the words are kind of like a mystery to me. Which game are you talking about? I need more words. I need more words. Shadow of the Colossus. There you go. I kept the big words well. No, no, that's fine. That's fine. I truly the because my brain is working like at half speed because I'm doing something, because I'm like paying attention to the commission and junk, right? Because I'm doing that, my brain defaults to thinking in Spanish because that it's like my main language. So like stuff like not anagrams. Anagrams? No. I don't remember. But yeah, the stuff that is like you know, shortened versions of things. Just sometimes I don't catch them. Anyway, just finished Neutral Road of Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah. Heck yeah. I don't think I ever finished that game. No, the funny thing about this commission is like something cute between this guy and Orlok, like, and this guy from What We Do in the Shadows, whatever his name is, I don't remember. Acronyms. Thank you, Gut Vacuum Egg. Nice acronyms. Also, thank you, Faku. But yeah, part of the commission is just like something cute between those two characters. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to think about something. I'm gonna have to think like a pose or something. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm trying to give them like defined shapes so they like contrast with each other. You know what? I really wanted to play I keep saying this. I keep saying this. I'm like, oh, I want to play Webvision, and then I don't. Then I don't. You know, you want to know why? We're only 2 hours in. I'm already kind of exhausted, but it's just because Mondays are long for me. Mondays are long for me. It was kind of like a miracle that when I started like doing like the web fishing, it wasn't that like I wasn't that tired. But today I am. I am again because I was lifting a goddamn 25 kilogram dog. How much is that in like pounds or whatever the hell? Like getting those used. Yeah. 2 pounds. So 55 pounds. I was holding my doggo 55 pounds like from under his belly, like with one hand, doing my goddamn best. Doing my fucking best. And you know what? That does take effort. Physical effort. So now I'm physically effort tired. 55 pounds might not sound like a lot to lift, but I was holding him with one hand, like from under his belly to keep him like, you know, up straight, so I could wash him proper. For his own good, as much as he hates water, because he does, he hates baths and water. I think instead of like marking the chest and then the torso like I usually do, I think I'm just gonna fully like commit to this shape and go like fully with this curve. I'll see. Maybe I do have the energy for like a little bit of like web fishing. Maybe I do. I'll do my best. I'm out of coffee, which is not a great start. But we'll see. Maybe I can make it. Maybe I can pull it off. I do want to play a little bit of web fishing, I'll be honest. I'm feeling web fishing-y. I don't know if anyone has seen Ghost Sweeper Mikami, or like in Spanish it was Mikami la Casa Fantasmas. It was so fun. I don't know why I remember that. I think it was because I'm thinking about vampires and junk. And like, Ghost Sweeper Mikami is like basically about anything that is like paranormal. I'm pretty sure the movie the whole thing is like they're fighting against either, it's not Dracula. Is it Dracula or is it like Nosferatu? I don't remember. They made him like this very beefy man, which is very funny. Let me look it up. Wait. Ghost Sweeper Mikami. Nosferatu, yes! It is Nosferatu, but it's not the Nosferatu you guys think. The way they made this man just... Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, wait, let me get you a picture of this hunk of a man. Look at this. Hell yeah. One true Nosferatu. I think the funny bit here was like, um, mostly just the fact. Whoa, yeah, right. I think it was mostly just the fact that because he was drinking like ghost sweeper blood, like exorcist blood or whatever, like people who were like spiritually charged or some shit. Um, he turned out like he was like immune to a lot of shit or like stronger, so like that's why he's like under the sun, like with crosses and like silver bullets like hanging from his neck and like a bunch of like garlic, eating garlic. It's very fun. But yeah, Ghost Super Mikami is pretty fun. It's also one of the few animes I don't feel weird um about them like kind of making the lead hot because Mikami's like 30. Mikami's like 30, so it doesn't leave you with that weird icky anime feeling where it's like, oh, the fucking 15-year-old girl. No, Mikami's literally 30. But yeah, the movie was pretty good, but like if like the show was fun. Like I do like Go Super Megami. I do watch it dubbed in Latina Spanish because I do think the dub is pretty good and I'm just used to the dub. But like yeah. I have seen it in Japanese. It's not bad. But it's basically just a preference of the fact that I'm used to hearing those characters with those voices. Um, when I watch it with my partner though, because they're they are Anglo-Saxon, um, we do watch it with like English subtitles. So like again, I've seen it in Japanese, and again, it's nice. But I do like Mikami's voice in Spanish a lot more. She sounds like I don't know. I need to check who the voice actress is for Mikami, like in the Spanish dub, because she's such a good actress, and I've heard her on other things, but I can't remember like on what exactly. I don't even know if she's alive, sadly. It's been a while. Let me check. I hope she is. Now I'm curious. Let me check. I'm going through all my rabbit holes. Mikami una actriz de doblaje. There you go. Yeah. Don't tell me. Yeah. I don't. No, she wasn't. She wasn't Mikami. She was Mikami's friend. What's her face? Okay, yeah, the girl that was Jessie in Spanish from Team Rocket. She did pass, and yeah, she was not Mikami. I don't know why Google just like spat her at me. I mean, I know why because she did the voice of one of the characters. which is like a friend of Mikami, like huge lesbian. Let me see. What the? I'm looking for specifically for Mikami. Oh wait, I'm just gonna give her like I'm gonna use her fucking last name. It's gotta be way easier. God damn it, this is so hard to find. Yeah, me too. Connie Madera. I have heard her in other shows, so I need to check. What else has she done? Are you sure? I don't see her. I don't see her like work on this. Oh no! Wait, yeah. Is it? She was also like the Little Mermaid after the 2000s. And it's Miss Bigley in like DuckTales. That's so weird. Let's see. I'm trying to look at her work on Mikami, but I can't find it. I find all the other junk, but not her work on Mikami. There we go. Let's see. She was also in Adventure Time. But she does have a lot of range. I'll give her that. Oh yeah, it's very interesting. I didn't know that Meiko Rokudo, which is like Mikami's friend, was the same voice as Jessie from Team Rocket. I did not know that. She also had like a lot of range. Especially because Meiko sounded specifically like very like this, right? So like it's very different for sure. I think I'm gonna give OOOUUUGH a really quick pass here. I think I got him in one, that's why I'm not too worried. Some characters require experimentation, others you just kind of get them in one. No, right. Sorry, I was thinking about like I was still thinking about Ghost Super Megami. Of course, it wasn't Dracula. It was like Nosferatu because Dracula is like one of the like one of the supporting cast's fathers because the guy's like half vampire or some shit. Megami's ridiculous, but it's also very fun. I love Ghost Super Megami. It's one of it's definitely one of my favorites too. I think that so like it's gonna contrast a lot more with that. Yeah. Now what I do need in terms of height. I think it helps that his face just goes down like this, and his face goes more like this, while this one goes like this. I think this is an appropriate height. Yeah, I should probably. I know he has like floaty like coat, but I feel like I should reduce like the size of like under, more of like this too. Probably more like that. Trial and error, trial and error. Trial and error is what we call it. Doop it up, boop, up, beep. I'm thunking. Hang on. I'm using my groin. My groin. My poor little groin. Because I'm gonna use the lasso tool. I do. Not there. Hang on. I need to get out of the freaking way. Yeah. There you go. Because I think I rather just use the lasso tool. No, that's not it. Hang on. It's a little more complicated than usual using the lasso tool on IBIS because I haven't used it that much, so I'm not sure where the hell is it. So give me a second. I know there's a way to like do filling lasso tool. I just wanna make some shapes. I just wanna fill in some shapes, but I can't. Not like this, and I'm not sure how to do the thing. I know there's a way to do it. I know there is like a lasso tool like tool. But I can't find it, so frig it. I'll just do it the hard way, I guess. There, I think that's big enough. No, definitely not there. Let's save real quick. Let's get back to this. There we go. I think that might be a good reference for the shapes. I like the idea of like, no, he's not scary. He's just like, he's a little awkward. Hmm. this stupid face here for a more impactful pose. Gonna take a little sip of water. Delicious wawa. Hydration. This is your cue to hydrate. I think I keep trying to make him like hunched over, but all the pictures I have of him are not necessarily super hunched over, unlike Warlock, so I need to like get out of that weird habit. I think it's because he's so noodly. My first instinct is to noodle him up. Bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Let's see. There we go. God, why do I feel like it's 4 a.m. or some shit? I know it's like 10. Yeah. But it feels like it's like really late because I'm so tired. Swear to God. I hate this. I'm gonna change the music. I'm not feeling this one anymore. I'm not feeling this one anymore. Let's go for refreshing study sessions. I'm really fighting with this goddamn guy. Every time I think I figured him out in like an angle, I'm struggling again. He's hard. He's hard to like... It's hard to commit to his shapes. What time is it? I've been on for almost 3 hours. I think I'm not. I think I'm not feeling more than that, honestly. It's been a long day. I got a little bit done. Like I simplified our look. I got the sizes down. I did this, which looks great. I'm just trying to figure out his face proper. So I think I'm gonna do this, like try to encompass all of the shapes. And if I don't play web fishing, I'm gonna fucking call it. Cause like, I'm eepy. I'm so eepy and hungry. I ate, but I need food. It really took a lot of me just like bathing the dog today. I think it's just because he has mobility issues, so having to hold him steady and up, like really took a lot of energy. Especially because I'm a little bit silly in the head, and I didn't bring a chair while I was washing him either. So I was just crouching. If I had a chair, it would have been a little easier for sure. But I didn't think about it while I was doing it. At that point, I was already too late. He almost looks cozy in this weird ass coat. He almost looks cozy. He needs to have like really long hands, not long fingers. I do believe that. Wanting to like make him hunch over a little bit more, but then I look at the reference picture and he doesn't. He like stays pretty like straight, unlike me. Ignore me. Ignore me, I'm going through the midnight crazies at 10 p.m. To the 10 p.m. crazies. There's something wild about an entertainer saying, ignore me. I think my problem is also that I'm following the proportions of the drawing under it, and this one's a bit bigger, so like I need to upscale the proportions a little bit. My bad. Maybe there? Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I think maybe something like that. Hmm. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, I think I have it now. I was so focused on wanting him to be pointy that I fully ignore any curved lines that would help with his pose. Like with his hand pose, and honestly, this has helped, I think. Who is talking to me in the middle of my stream? It's just coffee. It's not even the fact that you gotta be fucking kidding me. It's not even the fact that someone donated or anything. It's just like, see your notifications on your dashboard. What the fuck are you talking about? Coffee, leave me the heck alone. I do think I got it now. Somewhat. Let's see if I can pull off what I want. I do need this to be a little bigger. I want it to have a bit more detail. So I can like focus on like the important parts. Let's flip it. I'm gonna do a little flip. Flippage, if you will. Okay, yeah. He's coming along. He's coming along. Little by little. I was gonna make a joke that he looks like the Apple guy, but I don't remember his name. Steve Jobs! Esteban Trabajos, that's right. I fully forgot. God, my dad's listening to the radio so loud. It doesn't seem like it's. It doesn't seem like my microphone is catching it, but still, Jesus. It's very distracting. I'm trying to pull off a new technique I learned for trying to clean up some lines. It's just trying to work the outside first. I learned this recently, and I don't know, I never done this before, so I want to give it a shot. Why not? Commissions are for experimenting, of course. What else? What else? What else? God damn. I don't know why. I don't know why I always end up experimenting with my commissions. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Don't experiment on your commissions. Like, you're supposed to do something that you're comfortable and like that's like replicable, redoable. But I love experimenting. It's like my second favorite thing. My second favorite. Okay, what is my first favorite thing then? Oh wait, I did it wrong anyways. Wait, now. I'm so tired. I think after I'm done with commissions, I'm gonna start doing web fishing on Mondays after I work. I think it's gonna be more viable then. It makes more sense in my head. I'm not into this line. I don't think it's looking how it needs to look. By the way, if anyone's there, do let me know if you hear the radio, because it's driving me a little insane and I want to know if it's like hearable. It doesn't seem to be picking it up. I'm dealing with an issue with my character for my SMP thing, where the stuff has problem with my character being made of moss. What is SMP? What is an SMP? Help. And what is the problem with them being made of moss? Is it because of like design reason? Like, what are they struggling with? Also, a character made of moss is super cool. SMP. I'll look it up. You don't have to tell me. It's fine. What you do have to tell me, Anthony, is if you can hear the radio in the background. It's driving me a little insane. Oh, it's a Minecraft serving hosting. Ah, and I'm not sure if it are like cyborgs and mice, angels and stuff. And stuff has a problem with my moss man being made of moss. That's weird. Why would they have a? That's weird. Why would they have a problem with that? Are the mods children? Are the mods children? That's so weird. Like, why would that be? Why would that be an issue? Well, some of them are as young as 16, so yeah. So maybe that's that. Maybe that's the problem. I do remember, like, sometimes mods get so, like, picky about the dumbest shit. I still remember, like, one time we were, like, doing some role-playing or whatever on, like, an old forum with a bunch of friends, and I asked Mauri to join, to play around and junk. And when Mauri joined and his character had glasses, the characters were like, oh, this is like a medieval thing, and like they didn't have glasses. It's not medieval, sorry, it wasn't medieval, it was like Victorian or some shit, and they were complaining about it. I was like, and I wrote to them like, dude, of course he can't have glasses. Like, glass exists like eons for like glasses, like glasses for seeing are like super like common in like human history. They started pretty fucking early. I wrote them like on something that actually made sense instead of like the blabbing I'm blabbing right now about. But like, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Especially in Victorian era, they're fucking people wearing glasses. The fuck are you talking about? I love that they were complaining about that. Well, they didn't fucking know that, like, they were wrong. In the end, they ended up letting him have glasses because my argument was that persuasive in the sense of, like, really had wheelchairs in ancient Egypt. What do you mean you can't wear glasses, right? Right? They were convinced that they didn't exist back then or some shit, and I was like, you guys are dumb. We were like, to be fair, to be really extremely hyper fair, we were like 14, and probably so were they. Like, so were the mods. But like, it still makes me maybe like kind of like chuckle. It makes me still chuckle now that the people get especially kids, get like picky about the weirdest shit, because you could have said like I don't fucking know, like no, this needs to look like, you could have said, no, your glasses need to look like, you know, more old-timey. I could have dealt with that, right? Like that would have made sense as a complaint to me. Lamau, yeah, it's a dumb thing to get hung up on, right? Like, you could, like, if they said that, I would have been like, okay, feels nitpicky, but okay, sure, right? Like, I can live with that. Like, that, it's a more valid complaint than I am, it's a more valid complaint to me than I am ignorant and I don't know something that is actually pretty easy to research. Especially at the time, like, dude, Google was right there. And I'm gonna complain about it. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I still remember when Maori sent me the thing, it was like, they are not letting me wear glasses. And I was like, hold on a second, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. And I was like, you dumb bitches, look at this fucking, like, Wikipedia article, and even if you wanted to make, like, the argument that, like, okay, fine, whatever, but you guys know how easy it is to, like, glass was very, like, easy to fucking discover in general. Like, what the fuck do you think Windows were? And the only thing that you need to generate, like, something that has, like, augmentation is for it to have a curvature. Do you think that like, the second glass happened, that happened? Stop it. I can get that, but if it's also fantasy world with magic and dragon ball and balls to the wall stuff, who cares, right? I agree. I fully agree. If it was for aesthetic reasons, again, you want, like, more old-timey shit. Again, to me, it's not so much that it's suddenly a valid complaint, but I understand where like, what do you want? I understand what you're wanting. But the other one was like, you're just dumb, and you're just dumb, and you're uninformed, and you're ignorant, and you're, like, making it my problem now. Jesus. The funny thing is, like, even if I personally did not know if, like, at the time, because again, I was like 14 or something, Ringo Europe had windows but no glasses. Jesus Christ. Here's the thing, right? I even went, like, as far as to tell them, like, you cannot tell me that this bitches did not discover glass, because I'm gonna be really mad, because, like, this bitch is, like, living, like, up in like, castles and shit. Do they not have windows? Okay, I think she's looking cunty. Very cunty, I like it. I think I finally found the shapes for this bitch. It was hard. It took me a couple tries, but I think I found it. I think I found it finally. I didn't want to resort to snatching him like this, but I feel it's, like, the best option to make him, like, contrast with Orlog, looking like this, to have, like, the other character be like this. I think does help. Also, I want to play Moss Man, not an OP nature god, just a swamp thing. The Nos looks good. Thank you. I mean, it's not Nosferatu. It's like it is basically Nosferatu, but it's not Nosferatu. It's like, you know, getting actually, because it's a character from, like, What We Do in the Shadows, supposedly, and he is inspired from Nosferatu, but it's supposedly not Nosferatu. So I don't want to call him Nosferatu, but it does like the Nosferatu. Whatever. the person merely like does call the ship Nosferatu because there's two of them kissing. So like it's very much just a pedant just a pedant argument that I'm making, but you know. I'm a I'm tired. I'm allowed to make my little pedant argument. It's my stream and I get to make I get to make an actually. I see ugly vampire. I think enough Nosferatu. Clan for BTM. No specifically count or look. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, because of like how much how much I consumed of like the strain. Every time I see it, I see like the master. Whenever I see something like this, because like the master looked a lot like Nosferatu. Like that was kind of the point, right? But, like yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. If you got the time, I recommend getting a copy of Vampire the Masquerade TTRPG, especially if you like drama and dark themes. I'd love to. I got recommended that one a bunch because my one of my sisters is like super into tabletop. And I got recommended a bunch of those, but like I think Vampire the Masquerade specifically also, but like I haven't had the time. But yeah, it does sound fun for sure. I guess it's also like getting together with people to play. It's kind of like a challenge. We're all busy. Everyone has jobs. Everyone has jobs. Everyone has jobs. I don't get sick. Maybe get a really cool storyteller who knows some of the rules, willing to run a chapter or two for you. I love that, Anthony. I really would. I really would. But like, I'm thinking the only people that would be interested would be maybe Adam and Nata, maybe Maori, but Maori probably wouldn't have time for that, and Adam either, actually. And now that I think about it, Nata either. What do you think? They're not in this stream. Oh man. Listen, the second I have some free time, I'll hit you up for sure, because I do want to try to like and I want to plan like a stream with you and everything, but like I want to play the stupid duck game where we're ducks like shoot each other. But I'm the husk of a person. It's so hard to find time during the day for anything. Because I spend all of the morning and afternoon like basically doing chores and dog chores specifically lately, but also chores. just chores in general. It's kind of also why like my commissions have slowed down so much too. Alright. Alright, I think I finally got the shapes I want. Yeah, most definitely. I think I finally got the shapes I want with this freak. Thank God. Let me know ASAP. I know a couple people I can ask to join as well. Man, yeah, I will. Promise. My back itches. There we go. I promise. Again, it's a. I think the difficulty, the biggest difficulties are just like, again, the fact that I'm only free at certain times of the night. Some days. Most days. Most days I'm doing junk. It's not even like. Here's the thing. It's not even like big junk, but it's junk that I have to do because again, it's house junk. It's house junk and it's dog junk and it's self junk. But yeah. I know you get it, like, you're an adult, I know you get it. I know you get that life is like that, but damn, like, I'm so... I'm so tired. I get exhausted just fucking thinking about it. I swear to God. What time is it? Oh, I went for 3.5 hours. It's not too bad, I think. Yeah, it's not too bad. I really want to be able to continue this one during the week. I hope. Maybe now that the doggo is doing a little better, maybe I can actually focus on this. We'll see. By the way, some good news. Because he was diagnosed finally, and it happens to be Neospora. I think like the treatment is doing him well. I don't know yet, of course, but like yeah, we're still. We're still playing it by ear, right? Yeah, this is the stuff saying my character being made of moss wouldn't make sense. Shut the fuck up! What do you mean? What do you mean? That's silly. Like, if there are fantastical elements, you can have whatever the fuck you want. And also, like, here's the thing, if you don't want people to do that sort of thing, you just give them, like, a list of, like, species that they can be. That's, like, the other solution. Like, why wouldn't you do that? Like, if you want to have more control over, like, the rules and junk, like, just give them a list of species. I got the hiccups. I got so upset I got the hiccups. Well, just give them, like, a list of species. That way people don't waste time making a whole thing that doesn't work. Okay. I'm gonna give this bad boy some background paint just to mostly just to like no, it's not a yeah, that's fine. Mostly to have an idea later of like how I want to deal with them. Also, just in general helps make the image feel more complete, even just as a sketch right now. There's a very ugly tangent right there that I need to take care of later. Like, this is definitely not a finalized draft. Sketch. It is a finalized draft. But, yeah. Anyway, I might dip to watch a movie with a friend. Have fun! Have fun, enjoy your movie. Thank you for stopping by as usual. Big preach. Sorry you have to deal with children. Good luck with your moss guy. Yeah. Yeah, I think that tracks. I think that makes some sense right there. Yeah, that seems about right. I think I'm gonna be calling it. I am exhausted. It's looking nice. I like might not look like a lot, but I did figure out like the main shapes, which was what I was struggling with. So there's something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Thank you for anyone who might be watching right now, who might be coming back later after the VOD. Just not a lot to say right now. I'm just tired. So yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Have a better Monday than I did, as usual. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. I think my ship is empty. Hello, hello, hello. Yep. So no one to kick out except myself. Dang it. Always has been. Oh no. I'll see you around. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Oh, bye Faku, you were still here. Get out of my ship. You get out of my ship or you're gonna be trapped. Bye Faku. Thank you for sticking by. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. I'll see you guys around and bye.